Good morning children. So welcome back to another video tutorial. This video is for the chapter number 15, that is improvement in the food resources. This is chapter 15 of your science NCERT. For the class 9th, this video is going to be the overview of the course and it is going to be presented by me, Pooja Verma, your teacher. So let's get started. So, as you know, this is the overview video. You get to know that which topic we are going to cover in this entire chapter series. So, let's begin. The first topic is going to be your introduction. In introduction, you came across with the different types terminologies just like agriculture, what is agriculture, what is how it is originated, what is horticulture, what is animal husbandry, and so on. The next topic is reasons for improvement. As you know, the chapter title is Improvement in the Food Resources. So we need to understand that why we actually want increase in the food resources, all the natural resources that we are taking up from the nature itself. So why there is a need for such improvement? What is green revolution? What is white revolution? And all of that stuff. Then we do the improvements in crop yields. In that, we tend to understand what are the different types of the crops, just like your food crops, your fodder crops, and what are the techniques which we use to improve the crop yields. Next, we are having Rabi and Kharif crops. So this too is very important, very prominent food crops that are grown in India. So we discuss about these two crops, that is Rabi and Kharif crops. Next, we are having activities for improvement of crop yield, and this should be your introductory part. What are the different activities we consider to improve the crop yield? Next, we are having crop varieties improvement. In crop variety improvement, we need to understand that why there is a need for crop variety improvement. What is plant breeding? What is the process that we use to improve the crop variety, that is your hybridization? What is it? And how we introduce a gene in this process. So all these things we are going to study in this very particular video, that is your improvement in crop variety. Next, you are having crop production management. Okay, so crop production management is basically includes just like your crop nutrient irrigation and all of the stuff. Next, we are having, as I have told you, crop nutrient management. In crop nutrient management, you get to know about that what are micronutrients, what are micronutrients, what are the other factors that functioning there, just like your air, water, soil. Okay, what are the essential elements for the plant production and all of that stuff. Next, we are having manures. This is a very common term and you have already know about this. Manure is an organic substance and it's like being formed by the waste of the animals, plants and cow dung and all of the stuff. So we study about manures in this very video. We get to know what are the different advantages of manures. We get to know what are the different types of manures, how we utilize manures to increase the farm productivity. What is compost, what are the green manures, what are the vermicompost and all of the stuff. Next, we going to study is about fertilizers. So this is also like a very important aspect in agricultural point of view. You already know that it's like fertilizers are something that manufactured commercially for improving the crop yield and all of the stuff. We get to know the different advantages of fertilizers, what are the different types of fertilizers, the applications, what are their disadvantages and all of the things we're going to study in this very particular video. Next, we are having organic farming. So this is very important, okay, very important topic, that what are different types of bioagents, what is organic manures used in organic farming. What actually I need to tell you over here is that what is actually organic farming is. What are the different advantages of organic farming? Because we all want a very, it's like you can know a very healthy food, very nutritious food. So organic farming is like it should be toxin free, it should be control pest and weed, it should be environmental friendly. Okay, so we'll discuss that. Next, we having irrigation. So as you know that water is the one of the most essential requirement for crop production, and to ensure the proper water supply, that process is termed as irrigation. So we get to know what are the different types of irrigation in this process, what are the benefits, what is the river irrigation, rift valley irrigation, all of these things. Next we are having rainwater harvesting. So it's like just to increase the water availability for agriculture, we also is like take initiatives just like rainwater harvesting, watershed management. So we discuss all these two important aspects. Next we are having cropping patterns. So we get to understand that what are the different cropping patterns which we observe in India and worldwide. Just like about mixed cropping and it's like what intercropping, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, and all of the things. Next we are having crop production management. In crop production management, basically we are going to have it's like weed controls, common methods which we are going to utilize, and all of the things. Insect, pest, crop diseases, and preventive measures for crop production, crop management. Okay, in this we are going to like study about like what are the different things that is going to be used, just like your weeds, what are the different pests, insect pests which are going to like destroys your crop, just like your weedicides, miticides, rodenticides, fungicides, and all of the stuff we're going to study in this very particular video. Next we are having storage for food grains. So children, as you know, we have already discussed about the improvement of the variety. We discussed about how the production is going to be increased, and then ultimately we also need to consider that the proper storage of food grains. Okay, because you know what, it should be preserved for several months and even for a number of years. So it should be very necessary to keep them it's like in a safe storage, so that it could be available throughout the season, throughout the like when it is required. So we get to know what are the different factors which affecting the storage of food grains. What are the abiotic factors, that is your non-living factors. What are your biotic factors, that is your living factors. Okay, all of the stuff. Next we are having animal husbandry, and this is the introductory portion in which we get to know that what is actually the animal husbandry is. Okay, what is the importance of animal husbandry, what are these like value of the nutrition in the animal food. Next we are having cattle farming. So you know what, we get milk as a food from the cattle. Okay, cattle farming is really very important in the country like India. So we get to know about different types of cattle, just like milk yielding cattle, cows, buffaloes. We get to know about this. What are their lactation period, what do you mean by lactation actually. Okay, what are the different breeds of cattle that we see, all of the things. Next we are having fish production, that is also termed as pisciculture. So we get to know the different uses of fish, that's like in the form of food, in the form of medicine, industrial use, agricultural use. Okay, and all of the stuff we get to know about this. Next we are having poultry farming. In poultry farming we get to know about different types of species, indigenous species of birds, exotic species, what is actually poultry farming is. Okay, and what is like egg and boiler production. Okay, how we control diseases in the case of poultry farming. Next we are having beekeeping. So beekeeping is also termed as apiculture. Okay, beekeeping is like we care for honey bee on a large scale to obtain honey, wax from them. Okay, that is considered as beekeeping. In that we get to know about varieties of honey bees that are there in the that were roaming around, just like your indigenous exotic breed. Okay, and then we also consider the quality and the nutritional content of honey that we are getting from this beekeeping practices. So children, this is all about for this overview course. There are some topics which are going to cover. So stay tuned for the following upcoming lessons. In the case if you have any sort of doubt, do ask in the comment section below. So stay tuned, and thank you so much for listening. God bless you. Have an awesome day. Thank you.